Come and listen to the sound. Come closer. Listen to that. Ready? Oh my God. Wow. Hello, hi and welcome to Vincenzo's Plate. Today I want to take you to Genova, in the region of Liguria. Today we are making the Focaccia Genovese, the original focaccia, where everything started. We have so many focaccias in Italy, from north to south, and all of them are beautiful, but lots of respect for the city of Genova, the place where the focaccia was created, the town of Genova. So I've got my beautiful mixer right now here, and we need to mix our ingredients. The first ingredient, which is probably the most important, is the extra virgin olive oil, good quality extra virgin olive oil. Put about 3 to 4 spoons, up to you, the more the better. And then I like to brush it a little bit, I like to brush it around the mixing bowl. I don't know, I just like it. So we want to use about 4 spoons of good quality extra virgin olive oil, and then we add 200 ml of just room temperature water. We put just a little bit of flour, and then we put the dry yeast. The reason why I put a little bit of flour is because the yeast needs to eat when it's in action. So the flour will be the food for the yeast. Like I said, I want this focaccia to be very nice and light, so we're gonna raise it for a few hours. And I'm only using one little satchel of dry yeast. It's about 7 grams, okay? So you put it in. You mix it very well. So now we need to add about 1 spoon of honey. If you don't want to use honey, you can use 2 teaspoons of sugar. And then we add the flour. So I've got 350 grams of flour, including the flour we used before. So we only put half of this for now, just half. We keep the other half for later. Now we add the hook and we start mixing. So mix slowly at the beginning, and then we go all the way to the maximum. After about 5 minutes, we want to add a little bit of salt, about 7 to 10 grams, and the rest of the flour. And now we need to mix the dough extremely well for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So put it up and go and do something else if you like. Looks fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, moist. All right, this is where the magic begins. We want to put a little bit of flour on a kitchen bench, or maybe just use a wooden table if you can. Put some flour on your hands, and then we want to get the dough, and we just put it on top of the flour there. Yum. This is so nice. And now what we do, we rest it. We want to make sure we rest it for about 15 minutes. Just do a cross and cover it. See you in about 15 minutes. There is a very important rule in this recipe. You need to wait, need to be patient, because we need to wait for the focaccia to rise. Rise like a star. We need to cook the focaccia in tray, and you want a non-stick tray and not too deep. See, this size is pretty good. It needs to be about this much. The reason why is because we want the inside to be moist, also it needs to cook fast, and the top part to be not that crunchy, but just slightly crunchy, you know? So if you make it too thick, it's not gonna be the right focaccia alla Genovese. So what we do now, we need to add the extra virgin olive oil. This is another part, very important part, and this is where you need the extra virgin olive oil. And then we use a brush, or you can just use paper towel to just spread the oil everywhere. So after 15 minutes, remove the kitchen towel, and what we want to do, we want to make sure our dough doesn't stick to the table, and then we want to fold it enough and just spread it. So actually I can do it one more time, maybe fold it twice and just spread it just like this. All right, that's nice, that's nice. And now we can put it in the tray. So now when we put it in the tray, we want to make sure we spread the oil on both sides. It's going to be a great focaccia. The reason why we add the extra virgin olive oil on top is because it helps after when we want to spread the dough, because we need to make the focaccia shape. And also it prevents to get the crust. We don't want to have a crusty on top. We want the top to be a little bit crusty but soft. So you need the extra virgin olive oil. So we just want to cover the dough just to avoid the dough to get too dry. After 1 hour, look how much this beautiful focaccia dough grows. Look at that. Look how beautiful and moist. And now it is important that we create the shape for this focaccia. So you want to push, 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 push against the sides. Make sure our focaccia is nice and flat. Well, this is how the focaccia should look like. Now we want to make sure we add the salt to our focaccia, of course, to give the nice flavor. Once you put the salt, you want the focaccia to rest, to rise again for maybe 1 more hour, or even more if you want. And this will make it, the focaccia will make it very, very light. You will love it. I don't make sense. Guys, is it rice or rice? I have no idea what's going on here. I'm learning. Please let me know in the comment below. Rice or rice? You need to let it rise because, or rice. No, you need to let it rise because it will be much lighter when you eat it and it will taste better. So the traditional focaccia is just made simple with salt and extra virgin olive oil. But I've got these beautiful cherry tomatoes in the fridge and they're beautiful and sweet. So why don't we use them, huh? So do you agree with me? Okay, so after 1 hour, this is what we get. Look how beautiful it is. So as you can see, the top part still nice and moist, nice and soft. The focaccia is almost ready, but now we need to add some room temperature water on top. The water helps not to burn the top part, and it will give a nice color to the focaccia. You get the nice white color inside the holes. And then we want to put extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, that's nice. And now we want to make sure the water and the oil goes everywhere. Everywhere. You need to put all your power in it because we want to create the holes. So you press with energy, you know, press hard in order to create the holes. You want the water and the oil to go inside the holes. Don't worry about the water because the water will disappear when you cook this beautiful focaccia. Now we want to put cherry tomatoes inside. Now the focaccia needs to rest for about 1 hour. So until we have, the dough keep rising and it almost covers the cherry tomatoes. If you don't want to cook it in 1 hour, what you can do, you can actually put it in the fridge, but you need to take it out from the fridge 2 hours before you want to cook it. Now you don't need to cover the focaccia because you have the water on top. It's very moist and wet on top, so you don't need to worry. Look how beautiful this focaccia is. See, the way it rised is perfect. So don't forget, the more you wait, the lighter and maybe more delicious your focaccia will be. Ah, smells so good. We need to put this in the oven at 220 Celsius degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, but keep an eye on it. The water helped, see, it's not burned on top, and it's actually gonna be just enough crunchy for us, you know? So nice. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh, yes. Baking is not easy, guys. It's a difficult job and you need to be very passionate about it. You need to have a stand where you can put your focaccia on so we can let it breathe. You know, the focaccia needs to breathe underneath and on top. Look how stunning it looks. I'm very proud of this. Look at that bottom. Look how nice it is. Look at that. Golden at the bottom. The top is nice. See, it's not burned thanks to the water. Oh my God. And don't forget, we have to say thanks to the city of Genoa for creating this. Listen to the sound. Come here, come here, come here. Listen to the sound. Listen. Ready? Ah, yeah. Yes. See? It's crunchy. It's like a cracker. Look, look, look. Listen, 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 listen. Yes. Yes. I can smell the extra virgin olive oil. Look how moist. Look how moist that is. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We will see you in the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia. Vincenzo's Plate. Extremely moist. And crunchy just enough. Can you hear the sound? Listen to this. Listen. The sound of music.